Developing news in Minnesota. Following the departure of the former general manager, the future of the team's first-round quarterback is now under intense scrutiny. Sources tell me the franchise is no longer committed to him as the long-term starter and is already monitoring veteran options for 2026. Subscribe and like for the latest insider reports.
Reporting on a significant shift coming out of Eagan, Minnesota, the landscape of the Vikings quarterback room has fundamentally changed following the dismissal of general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. According to ESPN's Kevin Seifert, the departure of Adofo-Mensah has removed J.J. McCarthy's primary internal advocate, leading to a situation where, quote, all bets are off regarding his long-term future as the franchise starter. When you look at the mechanics of NFL roster construction, the tie between a general manager and his first-round quarterback is usually the strongest bond in the building. Adofo-Mensah staked his reputation on McCarthy, trading up to select him and viewing him as the cornerstone of the competitive rebuild. With that architectural voice now removed from the equation, the protection that usually surrounds a young developing quarterback has evaporated completely. The report indicates that the Vikings are not viewing McCarthy as a guaranteed starter beyond the immediate short term. In fact, sources suggest the franchise could aggressively pursue an established veteran quarterback to take over the reins as early as the 2026 season. This is a massive departure from the standard operating procedure we see with top 10 picks, who are typically afforded a 3 to 4 year runway to acclimate to the professional game. The reality here is that the incoming decision makers, whoever they may be, will have zero sweat equity invested in McCarthy's development. They did not scout him, they did not draft him, and they are not professionally tethered to his success or failure. This turns the upcoming evaluation period from a developmental phase into a high-stakes audition. We have seen this happen before in the league. Think Josh Rosen in Arizona, where a regime change instantly devalues the previous regime's investments. For McCarthy, the timeline has compressed significantly. He is no longer the heir apparent by default. He is now a player who must win over a front office that has no obligation to play him if they believe a veteran gives them a better chance to win in 2026.
Looking at the strategic implications, this report signals a potential philosophical pivot for the Minnesota Vikings that affects far more than just the quarterback position. If the front office is indeed preparing to target a veteran starter in 2026, it fundamentally alters the salary cap management for the next 3 years. The primary advantage of drafting J.J. McCarthy was the ability to build a roster around a cost-controlled rookie contract. This allowed for massive extensions for players like Justin Jefferson and Christian Darrisaw. If the team shifts to paying market rate for a veteran signal caller in 2026, the financial flexibility to retain defensive talent or add premium free agents shrinks considerably. You have to consider the locker room dynamic as well. Uncertainty at the quarterback position is the quickest way to derail a team's focus. If the players sense that the organization is already looking past McCarthy, it puts immense pressure on his limited reps to be perfect immediately. From an insider perspective, the verdict here is clear. The safety net is gone. This is no longer a scholarship situation for McCarthy. The new front office mandate appears to be winning over development. If McCarthy cannot undeniably prove he is the franchise solution within the next 12 to 18 months, the Vikings will not hesitate to cut their losses. It is a ruthless business, and without his drafter in the building, McCarthy is being evaluated strictly on production, not potential. The competitive rebuild era is over. The expectation is now simply to compete, regardless of who is under center. This places the Vikings in a fascinating, albeit volatile position heading into the next offseason. They are effectively signaling that no roster spot is safe, even for a recent first-round pick. I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you believe the Vikings are right to explore veteran options for 2026 this early, or does J.J. McCarthy deserve more patience regardless of who is the GM? Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more breaking news and insider analysis as we track this situation in Minnesota.